An East Bay drive-in is under fire tonight after families who came to see SpongeBob SquarePants were outraged to see the R-rated and highly sexual film 50 Shades of Grey shown right nearby. KTV's John Sasaki live in Concord here after hearing from some frustrated parents, John.
Cassie, this is the West Wind Solano Drive-In Theater here in Concord. And as you can see, some people are already lining up. Others have already parked, ready for the first showing of the SpongeBob movie at 6. The problems for some viewers will start an hour later when on the adjacent screen, 50 Shades of Grey will begin. Deborah Powell of Vallejo had the SUV all packed up for a fun night at the movies.
Pillows full of blankets and some snacks. With
2 loads of kids ready to see the SpongeBob SquarePants movie on Sunday night, the group headed to Concord.
Because we have so many kids, it's hard to get a good view in the Yukon or the van. So we bring we back in, we put mattresses in the back, the kids sit in the back with the hatch open, and then we sit in lawn chairs.
But as the carloads of 12 got in line at the West Wind Solano Drive-In Theater, they had an unpleasant surprise.
So we had no choice except for to go straight head on to 50 Shades of Grey in the background. Well, in the front.
And naturally, their timing was bad. What was on the screen?
At the time, there was a woman being slapped naked, bound up. And so we had to have our children close their eyes. I could see another car behind that had children in there with their eyes closed.
The drive-in has 2 screens, one pointing north, one west, but both toward the same general area. Powell complained to a theater worker.
And he was like, apologetic, I'm sorry. He agreed that he didn't think it was appropriate, but that then there had been other complaints.
Mr. Grey will see you now.
No parent would say a kid's cartoon belongs side by side with a controversial R-rated movie about a highly sexual relationship that's rife with bondage and domination. But that's basically what happens each night at the Solano Drive-In for most of the night, as the movies overlap for several hours.
This is uncomfortable.
There is no way to avoid looking at that screen. It's too tempting. And so we couldn't stay. So we had to turn around. My children were devastated.
I contacted Sayufi Enterprises, which runs the theater, and never heard back, so it's unclear if the company has heard any of the complaints and if it has any plans to make any changes to resolve this situation. Back to you, Garcia.
You know, John, the same thing is happening up in Sacramento. You can actually see one of the big screens showing 50 Shades as you drive on Highway 50. Back there in Concord where you are, there's a little play area, and I bet those kids can probably see the screen too.
That is indeed true. The play area is just over here behind these trees, and it is in at least partial sight of that screen. Also, this is Highway 4 over here, so people driving along Highway 4, primarily eastbound, they can probably take a peek as well. So it's going to be a real controversy here for a while.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Keep us posted. Thanks, John.